So now that we've gone over the high-pass and low-pass filters, let's talk about shelves. No, not the things you put your record collection on, or where you store your sweet tart ropes. No, 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 no. These are the frequency response shapes that look literally like shelves. Have you ever tinkered around with the bass and treble knobs on your stereo console or in your car? Have you ever seen a stereo console? Talk with me later. I'll send pictures. In any event, shelves. On old stereo systems, when you messed around with the bass and treble knobs, you were actually using shelf filters. Obviously, you know what it sounded like. If you turned the bass knob up, you got more bass. And if you turned it down, you got less bass. But really, whoever turns the bass down, why would you? Because bass. Duh. Same thing applies to the treble knob. This was the knob you turned up when you wanted to give your parents that fingernails on the chalkboard feeling, and turned down when you didn't want to actually have any clarity in your music. Everybody wins, right? So this is visually what it looks like. The low shelf over here that you are seeing was generally at about 250 hertz. If you took that shelf and you started increasing it, then you have the opportunity to sound like Thurl Ravenscroft. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I can't believe I just did that. So now we're going to reduce that shelf and bring it all the way down here, where now it sounds like I'm a little bit eviscerated, which I deserve after pretending to be like Thurl, because, dude, that was not cool. Okay, now that we've done that, let's go take a look at the treble knob shelf. That's generally at about 4,000 hertz or 4 kilohertz or some other buzzword that you might want to use. Once we start going up high, all of a sudden you're getting clarity and air and presence and sibilance. We've already talked about sibilance. You already hate me for it. And then what we can do is we can reduce that and bring it down here where it reduces some of that stuff, and all you're left with is meat and potatoes without gravy. Once upon a time, music was generally mixed pretty flat, and you as the listener had to decide what things you wanted to emphasize or get rid of, and that's where equalizers came in on stereos. Nowadays, they're mostly doing it for you, but that's another story for another time. Anyway, those are your shelves. Thank you for playing.